Last year I did a video on these painted spoons, these painted wooden spoons. They sell like absolute hotcakes at art and craft shows. They sell like mad. I've made these for a couple of years, but I haven't really perfected the jig yet. I've made a couple of things that help hold the spoons while I'm able to paint and then resin them, but I haven't really perfected that yet. One of my Facebook group members posted a jig that her husband made. So I asked her if she would mind if I tried to make one myself, just following along with the picture to see if I could make one and shoot a YouTube video. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm so excited because it worked really, really well. I didn't make it exactly like her husband made it, but I made do with what I had. It worked out brilliantly. This is going to be a game changer, y'all. Absolutely a game changer. These are going to be, they're going to fly off the shelves. They're going to be spectacular. Okay, so the basic structure of this is, so the basic structure is these are two pieces of scrap 2x4 that I had in my shed, and I'm sure I've used this for another project somewhere along the way, but I cut them to length. It doesn't matter what length. I mean, make it whatever length that you want. I think this one will hold pretty much, it's going to hold 6 spoons. So that's perfect for me. It's not too big, not too small. And then I want to put some of this shelf liner, and this is left over from the project that I did when I remodeled my workbench. And so this is the rubber shelf liner that is used on my workbench. And this is just scraps left over. I'm going to cut it a little even because it kind of got sloppy when I was cutting the edges, but it doesn't have to be exact. But this is going to protect the spoons. And then I'm going to cut it to length here. And I'm going to do this on both sides. Okay. I like that one. Oh. There we go. All right, now I think I'm going to try using glue dots. I think that will hold it. You could use spray adhesive too. I'm going to see if the glue dots will work. They should. I don't see why they wouldn't. They may not come off. Pretty strong. Okay, that'll work. And these glue dots will work just fine. I have so many of these that I might as well use them up. And see if I can get them all to come off in one. I'm just gonna see if one row will work. It should. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of tension on this anyway. This is just to protect the spoons. All right, so, oops. So it's just like that. And then what I do want to do is kind of, before I put the hinge on, I don't know if you can see that. Let me re-angle this a little bit. Okay, so now I need to add a hinge on one end of the wood. And this is just an old hinge that I have from, I don't know, a project that I had. I think this may have been a cabinet door that I took apart. And so before I secure this on the end of the plywood or the end of the 2x4, I want to add one of my spoons in here as a spacer, just so that I know I have the proper distance between the two pieces, and then I'm not putting the hinge on too tightly. I'm going to rummage through here and see if I can find some good screws to use. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. And we can secure one end first. I think one will hold in here. I may need to put 2 more there, but we'll just try one first. Okay. Okay. I'll just add the spoon so that I can space it out properly. Okay, I'm sure someone somewhere is going to get at me for not pre-drilling my holes, but I don't care. Okay. So now look, but we need now something to secure this end because we need a way to hold it together. Now in Lisa's jig, she has like a little hook and loop latch that you would use like on a screen door or something. I don't have one of those, and I don't want to make a trip to the hardware store this morning. So I'm going to just kind of make do with something. Let me think about it. I think actually this will work. I think what I could do is attach it here loose enough where it can swivel, but then have another screw here where it will lock in. That may work. I mean, at least until I can get something, you know, a little bit more permanent. So I need 2 more screws. That is perfect. That will work. That will work. All right, so let me show you how this works. So this is the fish that I'm collecting all my drips on because I'm going to make just a cool abstract painting. So this is just a fish that I've cut out of a scrap piece of wood, routed the edges, and I'm collecting drips. Okay, let's see how this works. So I'm going to put my spoons in like this. I can fit about 6, 7. I can fit 7 if I really get them in there tight. And then I just clamp this down like this, and it's going to be kind of tight. Can you see the end right here? Oops. It's going to be kind of tight. And then I just flip this little clip up just like that. Now it's going to work a lot better once I get the hook and loop latch, but this is what I've got for right now. So I know my friend Lisa Bell that made her jig, that's what she used. See, this one's a little bit loose, so this needs to be a little tighter. That is the trick, is to get this side as tight. So what I can do in the meantime is just add another piece of this rubber shelf liner And that's going to kind of fill that gap. And allow that to get nice and tight. Well, pretty tight. I mean, tight enough. I don't need it to be super tight, but I can then flip it over. So I can paint one side and then I can flip it over. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to give a shout out to Lisa Bell, my subscriber here on my YouTube channel, and then also one of the members on my Facebook group. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, it's called a Coastal Magnolia community page. We're a great little community. It's a cozy craft channel, cozy craft club, and we just share ideas and pictures, and that's where I got the idea for this jig. So thank you, Lisa. And please thank your husband. He is definitely a keeper, and the jig is a keeper too. So this was part one. Make sure to watch tomorrow for the video where I'm going to show you how I made these using my new jig. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Make it a crafty day, friends.